Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone had a marvelous Monday. Y'all, we are chiming on back in, okay, for part two, okay. My apologies. I have to give my intro over here to my new laptop. But thank y'all for being patient with me this evening. Make sure you tap that like button. Let everyone know we are live. Okay, let's see who we have here so far. Hey, Shell, welcome. And thank you for being first in the building. Hey, Monica, welcome, sis. Thank you for joining. My sis Shelly Shells is in the building. Welcome, sis. Thank you for tapping in. Queen Shailene is in the building. Thank you for coming on back. I appreciate that. Hey, Becca, good evening. We had some technical difficulties on the other live. Hey, T. Smith, welcome, sis. And I was speaking to you in the last live, but then I said I don't even know if she could hear me. Hey, Peanut, welcome. Thank you for joining. Lovely LG is back with us. Wait, hold up. Is that lovely LG? Because it was another lovely in here. No, this lovely Leo. Hey, lovely Leo. Okay. We are back. Thank you, Stephanie, Roberta. Thank y'all for coming on back. There's Lady LG. Okay. Gigi said that. Okay, I love the name. Welcome, sis. Thank you for joining. All right, y'all. Ace of Spades is in the building. Make sure y'all vote in the poll. If you have not, hey, K Brown, thank you for coming on back. If you haven't voted in the poll, make sure you vote in the poll as well. Make sure you hit the like button. It is for free. If you would like to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat, cash app, or buy a coffee. Thank you, Gigi said it. Okay, we welcome you to the Open Book family. Thank you so much. Hi, Paris. Welcome. All right, y'all. So I'm not going to belabor the time because we had to start a new live because of technical difficulties. So we're just going to get into it. All right. So let me pull up the video that I was about to pull up on the last live. Hey, Mrs. Easy. Thank you for tapping in, Philly Girl Juice. Y'all are in green. Welcome to the Open Book members. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. And shout out to what did not add up. C Ray. Okay. She had sent in a FOIA request to get more information pertaining to what happened to Dro. And when she had sent that information in, we had all seen that it's like a general statement saying that this is an open investigation and they weren't able to send her a lot of the information that she requested. Hey, Kiwan, welcome, sis. I hadn't seen you in a minute. Greetings, T lady. But y'all, she was able. Oh Lord, my little Alexa came on. But she was able to get this police report. And so there are parts of this, y'all, that were questionable. And I wanted to look a little deeper into it with Chat GPT, okay, to give me what does it mean? If it shows, like, for example, others involved, I mean, what did that mean? Did that mean that they had some knowledge of what happened on that day and so forth? And so C Ray did a very great job of breaking down this police report. And so let's get
right? We have a vehicle logged into evidence. We have evidence category noted as counterfeit forged, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. The case is still assigned to an investigator. So these are just some of the facts that I noted. Additional documents withheld due to an active investigation. Now, the big question people keep asking is, right, why is the girlfriend's name not on this report? And that is one of the things that my eyes went directly to when the girlfriend name is not as others involved. As we can see, the sister and mom is listed. And the reasoning, after doing some research,
Okay, I'm back. Was it going in and out, Shelly? So StreamYard may have some issues too. That is so strange. Let me try it one more time. Child, was it meant for me to do this live tonight? We're trying to get the people updated. Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's from or what.
document from the Gainesville Police Department. Her name or guilt. It indicates her information is part of restricted investigative material. That's why she doesn't appear here. So another, right? And I started looking at the coding. So let's keep going here and look.
Okay, let's see what Charlie's saying. She said yes, when you share it, it's having lagging issues, buffering. So I would say that's okay. Well, I may make an executive decision and pause my live because, baby, we can't have this because we got to hear what's going on. But in the meantime, as far as me sharing the videos, can y'all hear just me though? I just want to make sure y'all can hear me because I can still discuss some things um, that we talked about on there in general. And then once the system, I don't know what's going on, if it's a StreamYard sharing, because it happened like that on Restream as well. Okay. Now, one thing, okay, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all's patience because it didn't do this yesterday. That's why I'm like, is this something just with StreamYard tonight, as it pertains to sharing the document and so forth, because that's when it happened in the last one. Okay, so basically, some of the things that it showed on the police report was it gave, of course, his name. Now, a lot of the information was redacted. Okay, it showed that he was basically a resident. And then when it had others involved, okay, there is a section below. Now, you would have thought that with the others involved, that Lulu's name would have been the first one on the list. However, the first one on the list is Taquisha Demia Davis, okay, which is his sister. Another person that's on the others involved list is Rena Lunette Dimps. Okay, now we're not gonna talk about the names because baby, I used to think my name was Ghetto. Okay, she said, "Be quiet, y'all. Might down on what happened." Hey, that one, welcome. Hey, Honey 5K. And so I was like, now wait a second. Where is Lulu's name? Okay, she said, y'all, my show on. What show? Talara. And I said, well, where is her name? And now we're starting to see more about after Jason's interview came out. We were able to see how they learned about Dro through Lulu. At the time when C Ray shared this police report, we did not know that part about her sharing the photo, and it went to the sister first, according to Femi Polo. She had taken a picture of Dro, y'all, his head in the state that it was in, and sent that photo to his sister. His sister shared it with their mom. Then they shared that photo with Jason. Okay. According to Jason, his friend, that's when they came and picked him up. And then they left and went to the hospital. Now, when I typed in the code and it a code 10 next to others involved, I wanted to see what that meant because although Lulu gave various accounts of what happened, when she spoke with the aunt, in those accounts, she really did not mention anyone else. It wasn't until she wrote her 6-page letter is when we even learned of a friend being there. Okay. We just thought, oh, we were guessing that possibly someone else was there. Okay. However, when she wrote that 6-page letter on Instagram, she said that one of his close friends was there. They were trying to see, he was had no brain activity, and they were trying to allegedly get him moved to another hospital. Okay. Now it says in a homicide case, because we're just going to look at it as a potential homicide case. Potential. Okay. This is still an ongoing investigation. However, if it is determined that this was homicide, a code 10 involved others carries real weight. Okay. Even though it still isn't a charge. Now, in a homicide investigation, when you have involved other, it usually signals investigative interest. Okay. So basically, police are saying these people are connected to the homicide in a meaningful way, but we're not locking in their role yet. Okay. It is pretty much intentional and strategic. Hmm. Now, as y'all recall, even on another live, um, let's see here. Let me see what y'all saying. I was on another screen. Hey, Brittany, she said, why would they suspect his sister for? I can understand Lulu because she was with him last. Right. And it's not, and I'm gonna get more into it as far as why her name is possibly listed. Now, y'all, if y'all recall on the paperwork, and we had seen a video from Nothing But the Truth, and we were talking about when they impounded the car, there was a specific code there as well, where now it wasn't like laid out as to what it could possibly be for sure, but it said that it could be possible fraud or some license plates, something happening with the license plates that was off. Because I'm like, well, what does that mean if her car is impounded and it had that special code? And it wasn't until someone in the chat brought that up. It was a code 3 forgery impound. So let me kind of go back for those of you who missed that live. Okay, when they impounded the car, there was a code 3 listed on there. Okay. Now, code 3 said that it was counterfeit or forged on an impounded car, typically means that law enforcement believes something associated with the vehicle is either fake, altered, or not legitimate. Okay. Now, y'all, these pieces are going to start coming together. Okay. It does not automatically mean the car itself is stolen. So, we're not trying to put that out there. It doesn't mean that the car is stolen, but it does mean there's a legal issue tied to it. Okay. Now, in many police tow or impound systems, code 3 is it means evidence hold or criminal investigation. Now, that also goes with the response that was put out by the Gainesville Police Department that this is an ongoing criminal investigation. Look at the code 3 that was put onto that paperwork. Okay. Now, the vehicle could not be released until the issue was cleared by law enforcement. So, most of the common possibilities of why it could have or be considered counterfeit or forged, it could have either altered or fake license plates. It could have forged registration or title. There could be VIN tampering. Okay, fake temporary tags, fraudulent insurance or ownership documents, plates or stickers that don't match the vehicle. And so I also thought about something with that too, y'all. With Lulu, when she said in her 6-page letter that she was going around looking to see if there were cameras, okay, to catch what happened. Girl, you probably trying to look for some cameras to see if it had caught you. Because even if you are going through one of those little toll roads, okay, and it captures your license plates, it will send it directly to a person, okay? It will send it directly to your address because that license plate should match who's driving the car, whose name is the insurance in, whose name is the car in. Okay, so see, some of that stuff was probably coming out when they were running those plates. Okay, so I started saying, oh, wait, is some of this stuff connected by chance? Okay, she said, I keep wondering if the 2 witnesses could identify the first witness. You know what, Lady LG? That's what a lot of us were saying, I think 2 lives ago. They should give pictures of even Jason to those 2 witnesses. Okay, and we were gonna watch there, but baby, I don't know what's going on with StreamYard and Restream with the sharing tonight, but y'all seen that video with the 2 witnesses over and over and over. And And so they stated that they saw a red car in front of them. Okay. So all of that, even that part, after now hearing what Jason had to say, see, we didn't have all of this information back then. Okay, we didn't have all of this, but then came the impound paperwork. Okay, so I'm kind of going in reverse and we're going to bring it on back. And y'all, some of this ties together. Hi, Melinda, welcome. Some of this ties together. Okay, now with that code 3, okay, what it means for the owner of that car. So depending on, because just because we saying a certain car is our car, child, it's gonna come down to whose name is on the paperwork. Okay, we can floss all we want to, and sometimes, baby, I know when I had first started driving, my grandmother was a co-signer for me. So I'm out there driving and all of that. But child, she was a co-signer. I felt big and grown up when I went and purchased my first new car with just my name on it. Okay. So sometimes people be flossing. I'm not saying this is the case in this situation, but the car is in this person's name. Okay. Don't nobody know that when you're just driving around. Okay. But when they start running these plates and names start popping up and so forth, then hey, okay, where are these people at? What you doing with this car? Why is it registered in somebody else's name? Okay, these plates don't match the car. These are possible reasons. Okay, I'm not saying that that's the reason, but these are some possible reasons. Now, it says what it means for the owner. Now, the car is held as evidence. Okay, you cannot retrieve it until the police clear the issue. So the case may, check this out, it could possibly involve some type of fraud, forgery, or possession of altered documents. The matter may resolve quickly if it's an administrative or documentation error, or take longer if criminal intent is suspected. Uh-oh. Wow. A lot of code 3 holds come from clerical errors. It could be prior owner issues, there could be DMV mix-ups, or temporary tags flagged incorrectly. So this does not automatically mean that the current driver is in serious trouble, but it does mean the issue has to be formally resolved. Okay, so that in itself was something that had to have been resolved before she could get that car back. Now, is it possible that when the sister and mom came, is it possible that their names could have, been on some of the paperwork or on the vehicle? Okay. Hey, Stacy. Tammy said because the sister came out the gate defending Lulu and was snapping on anyone whom commented against her. Oh, really? See, I missed that part. Okay, let's see here. Derek said insurance won't pay if you are involved in a homicide as the beneficiary. It will be forfeited. So they keeping her name off the investigation for payoff. Ooh, woo. But even with that though, okay, if you think about that, regardless of whether her name is off of the paperwork, this paperwork here, this police report, if they feel that there's a vested, like a vested interest, okay, not that they've charged you or anything like that, but y'all, that could be the holdup on some of the other paperwork. Like, and I think someone said this too, like the autopsy and things like that, if they're looking a little deeper into this. Because remember, when she was telling her side of the story, okay, hey, Jazzy J, hey, sis, those police officers are not crazy. Just like we saw through some stuff, they saw through some stuff, okay? When it came back that there was blunt force trauma to his head, that definitely was a red flag that they were probably going to say, we need to look a little deeper into this. Now, what role did the driver have in any of this? What was this is the thing. What was the conversation in the car. Okay. Like they're going to have to get to the bottom of the things that led up to that. Okay. This man is just going to jump out of a moving vehicle for what? What was the conversation? Did you try to hold him? Okay. How did he get hit on the back of his head? Okay. Not you putting the whole name. She said, come out wherever you are and tell the truth. Okay, exactly. Stacy said exactly. They really need to. Make sure y'all tap that like button. Hey, that one, welcome. Okay, these are things to think about, y'all. So that was on the impound, okay, report when they towed the vehicle. Okay, did they find any blood anywhere? Was there, if she is stating at one point she hit him, was there some proof on the car showing that you hit him with the car? See, these are things they can look into. Okay, she said sounds familiar with the car being in someone else's name. Are they some kin? Okay, Monica, clock it. You would think if she got 3 lie detector tests, that means she is working with police. So why her name not on the report? Okay, and I'm still the jury for me is still out on the 3 lie detector tests. I don't know about that. Now I need look, child. People out here forging stuff, child. People can get somebody they know to do paperwork on lie detector tests, all of that. We need to see some real hardcore evidence of those 3 lie detector tests, child. And why did it take 3? Shout out to that one for the super chat and for being a sponsor for today's live. She said justice for Tyrone Davis drove. Amen. I know that's right. Okay. So that's something to think about first, okay, with this car situation and some possible reasons why that car had that code. Now, let's come back to the 2 involved others section on the police report. Okay. Now, let me go back to where I was. I just wanted to bring that up because some of y'all may not have been on that live that day. Okay, now common reasons 2 people are listed as involved other in a homicide. Okay, this is if this turns into a possible homicide case. Number 1, they were present at or immediately before or after the killing. Okay, if 2 people were either in the same room, car, or home, or they arrived together, or they left together. They'll often both be listed this way until timelines are nailed down. Now, this pretty much, y'all, shows why the timeline matters. Okay, where were they? What happened before the incident? What happened during the incident? And then what happened after the incident? See, even if Lulu was not a part of hitting Dro or pushing Dro out of the car, the police probably also found it odd, just like we do, that she would drive off, go somewhere for some time, and then decide to come back. Okay, that's making you look guilty in itself. Now, I'm still trying to figure this out. Okay, this part, y'all help me if something comes to mind with this. Okay, like I said, this is all alleged, and we're just kind of going over some of the things that were on that police report and looking a little deeper into this. Now, if this is saying that the 2 people that are listed on involved others were either in the same room, car, or home, arrived together, or left together, they'll often both be listed this way until timelines are nailed down. Presence equals relevance. Now, I get them being called and going to the hospital. But my thing is this: why would they be listed as Turn that down. Okay. Like, am I missing something? Like, I get that y'all at the hospital, but the incident didn't happen at the hospital. So supposedly y'all weren't in the same car now. Okay. I mean, are we missing something? I don't think that y'all were in the same car. I don't think that right before that happened, y'all were at the same place. I don't think that right after that happened, y'all were around. So why would they still be listed as possible involve others if they were just people that found out about this and then came up to the hospital? Am I missing something? Y'all let me know. Am I thinking too deep into that? Because I would think Lulu, if anything, would be listed there, and then they wouldn't because they weren't in the vicinity of any of this when it happened. Okay, that's what I'm saying. She said, "Yeah, it's suspicious." Okay, Jason was at the hospital, and he's not listed either. Didn't he come with the sister and the mama? So where is his name? Okay, why wouldn't he be listed if we talking about parties that just arrived? You see what I'm saying? Hey, the Queen's Den. She says, yeah, that's weird and confusing. I'm telling y'all, something is not sitting right with this part. Okay? Now that's a possible, that's number one possible reason. The second possible reason, now I could kind of see this one. They have a direct relationship to the victim and or suspect. Now, in homicides, relationships matter more than almost anything. Okay. So, for example, romantic partner plus the ex. Okay. See, they look into those relationships. Friend plus family member. Have they been looking into this case? Wait a second. That's too close now. Hold on, ChatGPT. Okay, friend plus family members. Then you may have baby's father plus someone else connected. Police flag both because motives, conflicts, and alliances are being examined. Wait a second. Not alliances. Wait a minute. Not Jason going with his mom and sister down to the hospital after being sent a photo. Not Lulu being connected with the mom, allegedly giving her money afterwards. See, the police are examining all of these alliances. Okay, they're examining where there are any conflicts. What was the argument that allegedly happened? What was that about? What could be possible motives? Okay, moving money after insurance. What? See, we're not the only ones that's looking into this. See, they didn't expect people to start talking about this. This was supposed to have been an accident that Dro was supposedly had just jumped out of this vehicle and lost his life. Case closed. But because Lulu gave his family so many different stories, it prompted a red flag. Then once it became known to the public, others are like, wait, something's off with this. Okay? Something is just not making sense. And so then, y'all, that's how we get this continuous, ongoing investigation. Okay? Right. Something doesn't add up. I'm just so glad I'm not by myself. It is some other stuff that is missing from all of this. Tammy said, in my opinion, I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but it all evidence, the coldness points to her and the few others allegedly. Okay. Hey, Life is Nikisha, welcome. Thank you for joining. The mom is all in the middle and a part of the puzzle. Come on, clock it, Monica. Oh, girl. I'm looking at this like, wait a second. Okay. So Now this is a big one. Okay, this next one, this next little reason. Okay, now remember these are common reasons two people are listed as involved others in a possible homicide. Number three, their statements don't fully align. Ooh, wait a minute. This is the big one. When two people give partially conflicting timelines. Okay, so that means that your timeline of what happened is different from the other timeline. Now, wait a second, we got to come back and revisit that. Okay, why you telling two different stories? When two people describe the same moments differently, when two people minimize their own role. So, y'all, what did Lulu tell the police in regards to the sister and the mama? That's all I want to know. Okay. They better watch her. What did she tell the police about them and their possible role in any of this? See, his father was not contacted. That side of the family, it was not contacted. So the first point of contact was to the sister, the mom, then to Jason. Okay. But with their names being on here, I'm also now wondering what did she tell the police about them? Tammy said, why she's sending Lulu out on the live pics, what's the purpose? Make it make sense. Oh, why did Lulu send that? Why don't Lulu tell what happened to Tyrone? Justice will be served for Tyrone. Right, Becca? Hey, Cakes Bless, welcome. Okay, I'm just starting to wonder that what all did she tell about them? See, I believe now, knowing what we know after the interview with Jason, is I believe, and this is all just my opinion, that Lulu told the police that she talked to the sister and the mom and told them some stuff because they were not there allegedly during the actual event. But what conversation did she say that she had with them? And now their names, or did she tell them, I sent pictures, okay, to them? Interesting. Now, officers avoid labeling either as a witness and they use involved other instead. Okay. So they try not to label them as, oh, these two people were witnesses to this because they supposedly were not there. So how would they have witnessed it? However, though, if she told them, oh, I sent a picture to them, or oh, I called them during that time, then hey, now you are we're what is the word that they use? A person of interest. And on this report involved other. Okay, don't be putting me in stuff. And then hold up, y'all. Wait a second. Now, you allegedly done told, or they done found out about the mom and the sister, but it's so ironic that you left Jason out. How come Jason is not listed on here as a possible involved other if he too came with them? And that he also received a copy of that picture. Okay. Allegedly, she may have been having some little feelings. I don't know. Hey, Judith, welcome. Okay, she said, my question, if he fell or jumped or etc., why was there no dirt on his white tee? Why did Lulu not tell the ER his real name? Ooh, okay, that's a good point right there. And how could she take pictures of him, right, using either one of his phones or hers? Okay, and then send a picture. And to me, that's just so, oh, y'all. I just don't see how people could just do that. Because I mean, you can only imagine, how at that state he looked, And so you're supposed to protect people's dignity even in that moment. To be up there taking pictures, you could have just said it. You could have just said we were in a horrible accident, or a drone jumped out, whatever she told them, and it's not looking good. Y'all should just get here as quick as possible, blah, 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 blah. Let them get there to see him, or kind of prepare, you heard it said, but to take a picture and then that picture is being passed around because you don't know who all got that picture too. Okay. Tree said Lulu is guilty. Clock it. His real name is mentioned on the dispatch audio, so that was known. And it's on the police report, but I think she was saying that when they got to the hospital, why didn't she, I guess, allegedly tell the real name? And welcome, it's my opinion, not yours. I like that name. All for the love of money, sad. Right. Okay. Now, another reason that they could possibly be listed as involved others, evidence connects them indirectly. So this can include phone records. We've been talking about these phones, y'all. Okay. So evidence could possibly connect them indirectly through phone records. Police check that. Okay. Just because you delete something too does not mean that it goes away. They can subpoena those records, those phone records. Okay. It could also be text or social media could connect them indirectly. Check this one out, y'all. Now, this here, location data. Location data. Let me find out if those people were there. How far did they have to go to get there? Okay. Prior threats or arguments. Police won't show their hand early. The code lets them keep both people in play. Can y'all clock that? They said police won't show their hand early. The code lets them keep both people in play. So they don't just say, oh, you're a suspect or anything like that, but they look at everything: phone records, text, social media, your location data. Okay. You know how, like, when you're using GPS, when you're checking in at different places, there's a way to track you through your phones, baby. Anybody can be tracked. Okay. Prior threats or any arguments, they look into all of that. Okay. Monica said, or the person allegedly in the back seat hit him on the head, opened the door, and him and Lulu pushed him out, allegedly. Right. That's what would make sense to me. And one thing that I had said too, let's see here. Tree said he really tried to show her what real love looks like. Yes, I agree. And one thing, if that didn't happen like that, is it possible that he was coerced of some sort, with someone possibly holding a gun to his head to, he felt like that was a way for him to save his life. I don't know. But it's something that took place inside of that vehicle. Now, this is something else that they're going to look into. If there was someone in the back of that vehicle and when she drove off and went to wherever she went, okay, and possibly let them out, guess what? There's still camera footage because, y'all, that could be another reason to explain where she went. If there was another person or people in that back seat, she takes off, goes off for a little bit, drops him off, but then circles back. When she circles back, she would be by herself. Okay? Allegedly. Just thinking that through. I wonder if the police have Dro YouTube channel deleted while investigating. Right. Mm, I don't know to the YouTube. Now, Femi Polo did say that allegedly, there was some when Dro was out, he would document his trips and so forth. And during that time, there were people around and things he was doing on there that could possibly implicate some people. Okay, put some other people at the place of the crime during that time. Okay, still trying to find out what happened to the two other phones he had. Exactly, Judith. That's a pressing question right there. I do believe he got hit and he got out of the vehicle hoping to save himself from what happened. That's one thing that was on my mind in the very beginning of this. Um, I didn't see him just, oh my gosh, just jumping out of a vehicle. Okay, then we heard about the blunt force trauma to his head. And so that's where some people were saying, Lulu had the boot on and how could she drive and hit him really hard and push him out? But then that's when others were starting to say, was it someone else in the back seat? Okay, that could have possibly hit him really hard and then helped to push his body out. That's what we were waiting to hear. And what mama wouldn't be outraged with his money missing alone and he's still warm in the hospital? Okay, that part. Because I would really side eye the girlfriend that took my son's money and he wasn't even in the ground yet. Okay, I would have side eyed that. But how do you side eye it if that same girlfriend is coming to the funeral home, allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, and giving you some of the money? Now, what does that look like? Okay. Now, why do police not call them witnesses? Okay. Now, calling someone a witness locks in a role, it limits how they can be questioned later. So when they put them on the involved other list, it preserves maximum flexibility for detectives and prosecutors. Okay. So they are not just putting them outright as witnesses because, hey, they may think that they're involved. And so it gives them some flexibility so that they can question them later, ask more, uh, go a little deeper into some of the concerns. Okay. Even with Lulu's story. Okay. What really happened? She told us XYZ. See, this is why you have to separate the people and ask questions because a lot of times their stories will be different unless they're telling the truth. If you're telling the truth, you don't have to try to think it through, baby. You just say it. Okay, whatever's true, it just comes out. But when you're trying to come up with something, then you telling it like this, you telling it like this, and girl, you definitely off. Okay, it's not sounding right. So it puts up a red flag. What usually happens next. So people listed this way often are interviewed multiple times. Okay. They are either reclassified later as witnesses, suspects, or excluded altogether. And they could possibly appear in discovery as key background players. Uh-oh. So, what type of involvement did they have? Some involved others end up testifying. Some end up charged later. Okay. And then some end up cleared, but not necessarily immediately. Let's see what y'all seeing. Okay. Now, let's see. Jalen said the homeless person was Jason. She left Dro, so Jason could do what he did. Jason called the ambulance, then that was Lulu's cue to come back. Ooh, okay, possibly. You thinking Jalen? Okay, hey, we wondering too. Where's this person that was supposedly a homeless person? Another similar incident incident with the missing phones, I'm convinced there really some kin or no loss, Monica. It's so many similarities in these cases. So many. Okay, Lulu has all the answers. And she not telling the truth. What about the police being called to the cabins? I did hear about that relentless. P.S. I did hear about that. I don't know. Now, I do know Polo said that one of the mistakes that the police made was that they did not go inside of the cabin when they were called. Now, see, that could have also presented some type of evidence too. Now, I don't know if that's something that they will do later. She probably had already given Dro something in his drink to slow him down. Cameras at the hospital and the gas station will be investigated. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, you believe it was a setup. My opinion, it might have happened at the cabin. Maybe they were too drunk or big disagreement went on and got physical at the cabin. My thoughts. Okay, got you. Let's see. Mom left the hospital. Why didn't she stay and talk to the dad? Becca. Okay. Child was trying to hurry up. I'm going to keep some thoughts to myself. Okay. Maybe he didn't realize he was hitting the back of his head. Hmm. That's possible. If he was injured at the cabin, then there will be blood in the vehicle, and that would be enough evidence to charge. Right, Kitty Lovely. And you know what? Someone brought that up when she left. If there was blood inside that vehicle, and I think that was C Ray, the one whose channel we were going to look at. She said that too. I think that was hold up. Look, y'all, I watched two videos about this. Let me think. Was it C Ray? Okay, one of the content creators. I think C Ray. But she said if she left, okay, and went somewhere, if there was blood in the vehicle and tried to just wipe it, hurry up and wipe the blood off and then circle them back, to where everything took place, to the scene. Well, when the police impounded that vehicle, they have special lights that they use to look for blood, different fluids, and so forth. Okay, so a quick wipe down at the gas station, child, that's not doing nothing. Okay, if they really wanted to look into it, they have special equipment that they use. Okay, welcome, India. Thank you so much, and welcome to the Open Book family. We appreciate you becoming a subscriber. Yeah, I believe they have the vehicle back now. Because I believe someone said that the mom was driving in it on a live. Lulu is being watched, I believe, and they not saying anything. Oh yeah, Becca, I believe that because that's what they did with Holly too. In the Romika case, she had gotten y'all. She was taken to jail. First of all, she was arrested, but then let go. Once she was let go, a lot of people stopped following the case because they felt like, oh, it must have been self-defense. They let her go. She must be innocent. Okay, she was defending herself. Well, after that though, the police department kept saying it's an ongoing investigation. They did not close that investigation. Okay. It was 87 days later, y'all. She had got cocky, came out, had a whole YouTube channel, sharing her pictures and things, sharing her posts and all of that, and they arrested her. And she's still in jail. She's been trying to get out on an ankle monitoring type of situation, and they won't let her. Okay. So although she's walking around thinking that it's over, it's not over. It's still an ongoing investigation. But the police didn't go inside. Exactly. Exactly. But they said the same night he was found under the bridge. It's the same night they say she was loading the SUV and Dro was nowhere around. And she had that boot on, and Fam said he would let her walk. Yep, I did hear about that. hmm And what happened to the lady Tyrone was talking to when he was setting up the Valentine? You know what? Yes. Oh, you mean the Christmas, Diane, when he was outside and the lady drove up with in a I think a truck. I want to know what happened to her too. I want to know what happened to her and what she thinks about all this because she did see him. And then imagine on local news, you find out that this man is dead. Like that is so crazy. Oh my gosh. So what did he get hit with? We don't know. We're still waiting on the autopsy report to come back to get more details about what really happened, to him. Does anyone know if the police officers are doing their jobs or no? Brittany, Brittany, they are. It's still an ongoing investigation, a criminal investigation. She didn't put their names. Now she didn't put their names on the obituary. That was sad. It really was. Do you think someone at the police department might know Lulu? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. If they gave the vehicle back, they didn't find blood or brain matter. Good point. Did they ever say anything about that red car yet? Who was driving it? No. They haven't. They need to talk with her to see how many people were there. And you know what? The person in that red vehicle, I want to know who that person is too, because they need to also be listed as a potential witness. And how much do they know? Because that stood out to me with the witness statements too. That person of how they pulled over and did XYZ, because their story didn't even make sense either. You're seeing money flying all over the freeway, but you were able to catch money flying on the freeway and then place it neatly over by him, put a phone on top, and all of that. It's just that part to me, it just doesn't sound right. It definitely gives red flags. Okay, so bottom line, okay, in a possible homicide case, when two involved others are on a report, two people, detectives are watching closely. Ooh, it's not accidental. And it's not neutral, but it's not an accusation either. Okay? So that is something to think about. They probably already see that this is not an accident. Okay? Notice that just because Lulu has not been charged, they are probably still watching her. And for them to put the mom and sister's name on here, then most likely they're watching them too. I don't know why, of course. Well, hey, the mom, definitely I could see why. But the sister, that's another one like, whoa. So yes. Let's see here what y'all saying. I still believe Jason has something to do with Dro's demise. Oh yeah. The way he was stuttering and things like that, he definitely knows more than what he's letting on. Exactly. And they didn't call 911. Everyone that knows something needs to say something, right? Because that lady was there when Tyrone was setting things up. I'm pretty sure she's seen how many people were there. It looked like just him out there though at the time. And now this is, some people are saying Lulu wasn't there yet, and I was thinking that she was in there and said she wasn't coming out yet. The reason I thought that he said that, because it does sound like two things. He says it so fast, because I even tried to slow the video down and put the captions on, is because if y'all notice, right after he said it, the lady was going back to her car and she said, "Oh, shh, shh," like doing the movement. And she wasn't there yet. If he had said, "Oh, she's not here yet," then why would she say shh, shh? She wouldn't have to do that because she wasn't there. So I don't know. I heard it one way. Some people heard it a different way. There's a lot of missing pieces to this puzzle because something isn't adding up about this case. Right. We have to think, guys, if GPD found anything in the car, they may not let any of that information out. No, they're not. They're not. Definitely while it's an ongoing investigation. Doesn't mean she won't be charged and whoever else was involved. Right. They're watching. They have to be careful with how they play it. Oh, and y'all, something else to think about. Yeah, I think he knows something. Do y'all think that this has something to do with why? Now, I know we've heard that Miss Rena could have possibly went to court seeking justice for Jason because of family members saying she was into, defending Lulu. Okay, but could it also be to make herself look less guilty if they are on to something and watching her? Like, oh, his mom couldn't have known anything because, she's up here at our town hall meeting seeking justice for Dro. Okay. And they still didn't understand what she was saying. She didn't give any more details than some vague, he was here and passed away, and I want justice for my son. Wait, what? You left out a whole lot, okay, during that whole little part. She was more concerned with Polo there than with getting the story out and telling them all of that information. So, you know what? By her doing that, by her being on there as an involved other, okay, y'all pay attention and clock this. Child, that didn't make you look good either. I hope you didn't give a contradicting statement to the police officers already. Okay, because now they are also watching what you said that day and what you're doing that day. Okay, and they connect dots and they look at, okay, the mom said this before, the mom knew this before. Why didn't she bring up any of this information at the court that day? Okay, so that could have worked against her, not in her favor, but it could have possibly worked against her that day. Because, ma'am, you are listed on here as a possible involved other. They haven't, charged you with anything, but they're definitely watching. And we don't know why you're being watched as a possible other. Okay, because he's related to his dad, he's related to his aunt Natasha. They're not on there. They came to the hospital. Did Lulu ever contact them? Well, Natasha said that, hey, she told them three different stories. So if it was just about texting family members, then they would have been listed on there. So that wouldn't make sense. It's something else there as to why his mom and sister are listed on that report. And let me see if I could pull this up because y'all know it was tripping earlier, but at least I want to show. Okay. Can y'all see that? Hopefully y'all can see that. Yeah, it has to be something with StreamYard. I'm gonna see if it pops up. Okay, Tree said, I think that it happened somewhere else and they thought that they killed him and loaded him in the car. Tyrone regained consciousness and realized that his life was in jeopardy and possibly jumped. Oh, wow, that's a good theory. I hadn't thought about that either. Okay. Let's see. Y'all don't think it's strange the mama would go through all that to sneak in her in the funeral against the Davis wishes and this your son art. Okay. OB, let's see. Down. So I don't know. It has to be a StreamYard thing. Aren't they being investigated just mom and them? Possibly. Well, on here they're just listed as involved others. Okay, and I just went over kind of what some possible reasons why they could be listed that way. Doesn't mean that they are suspects or anything like that. Hey, Nicole. Could have been my son because baby couldn't tell me shit. Okay. Let me take that off because it started buffering again once I did that. Yeah, it has to be a StreamYard issue. Lulu didn't call anyone except for the person that helped her. Ooh, Shailene. Okay, I would have thought Lulu name would have been on the police report because she was with him, not them. That's what I'm saying, Diane. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. That life insurance policy must be a lot of money. Mm. She already wrong for being in court with them doggone hairpins. Monica, you had me laughing that day. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my goodness. So wait, it's not just me. Sienna, hey sis. She said StreamYard has been weird with document sharing lately. It's not you. Okay, because girl, I'm sitting here looking at the TVs and everything like, is it moving slow? But the other stuff here, I don't think it's the internet. Everything else is working. Nothing else is buffering. Lulu is not anything to them. She wants justice for Tyrone. Telling on Lulu will be justice, right? Like Latte said, can we get 50 more likes, please? It is for free. Yes, it's very shady. So, y'all, I am waiting. Hey, Empress Awaken, welcome, sis. I haven't seen you in a minute. I am waiting to see what this autopsy report says, and if if the sister and mother uh, get promoted, are they gonna get promoted or demoted? Okay, will they be promoted to possible charges, or will they get demoted and excluded? Okay. That's what I'm curious to know. Hey, shout out to Harmony Speaks. Hey, sis. Good evening. I hope all is well with you. Thank you for tapping in. Y'all, you got to check out Harmony Speaks. She does her thing. Oh my gosh. She really does. She is a phenomenal content creator. Renee looks like she's an alcoholic. I think she was drunk. You know what, Diane? I'm not fooling with you. She when she took that jacket off, I thought she was trying to fight Polo. But I don't know if in that moment she was trying to show the people up on the podium or whatever that was, the people up on the panel. I don't know if she was just trying to show them the back of her shirt because it had pictures of her and Dro and so forth. I don't know what the point of her taking that jacket off, but when she took the jacket off, it exposed the tag that was still in there. And Gigi caught that. Right, Pandora, it will get us closer. Hey, Ray from PA is in the building. Welcome. She's going to end up getting locked up for some money. Right. Sienna said the autopsy report is usually when everyone decides to tell the truth every time. Come on now. Okay. This autopsy report, everybody gonna start, baby, everybody gonna act like they on that cut water. Okay. Child, that cut water, I'm like thinking about how Polo just been laying it out here. I said, don't ever give me anything like that. Okay. It's so many people involved and helped do this to Dro. Truly sad. It really is. It really is, y'all. When you think about the reality that this thing here has laid, okay? And I believe that more and more is going to come out. You're welcome, Harmony Speaks. More and more is going to come out that is not going to be favorable. Okay. And I just, oh, it's sad. The insurance company not going to release any money until the investigation is over. And thank you, Latte. That's Harmony Speaks, her channel for those of you who would like to subscribe. Not Andy Gump. Who is Andy Gump? Y'all silly. She was planning on returning them items. Oh Lord, I cannot. Yeah, that cut water is no joke. Oh my goodness. I'm a little scared of that autopsy because a few readers said unauthorized signature on it. What unauthorized signature? What? Them dummies don't even realize there's a hold on the insurance policies when foul play is speculated. Wow. Yeah, she wanted them to see the pictures on the shirt. Child, She was mad at Polo because he dropping facts and busted up their lies. Yep, definitely that. Rumor has it that she's both on the cut water and extra heavy. Wait, not she on the cut water. Wait a minute. I thought that was just Polo. Man, because he be preaching with it too, man. He lay out the facts. I had to take a break from all this mess that's on the internet. Romika, it's really took a toll on me about baby girl. I just can't understand how my people have become so wicked. You know what? I understand, sis. I have to take breaks too, as you can tell, here and there too. You have to protect your peace and your spirit from y'all. Some of these cases, it gets dark. Like seriously, even with this, like I just have this feeling there are some things that are going to come out. We can already sense that there was more at play with him in his death. I mean, Cutwaters will have you with one lash on and wig shifting, but still feeling like Beyonce. Wait a And somebody, y'all so crazy. Somebody said she may not have had time to take those pins out of her hair, but she had time to put some lashes on. I said, I am not. Okay. Like maybe I think it is. Yep, some type of cover of harmony. And not I said it's not me. Okay, I didn't say it. So did Lulu take down Tyrone's YouTube channel or did YouTube? You know what? I think she had something to do with it. I could be wrong. But I mean, they said that he did inspirational lives and so forth. Like, what would be the reason that YouTube would have taken down his channel? And then, like, his other social media is still up. Yeah, that case started to take a toll on me as well. See? Okay. I mean, you got to know when to take a break because, baby, I got to try out cut water to see what's the height. Anybody got a flavor they recommend? Child, to me, none of it. Okay. You're going to be on here telling all your business, your family's business. Girl, you ain't going to have no friends. They're all kind of nasty, but they get the job done. His mom should know. She been through this 3 times. They need to investigate those too. And you know what? Polo even said that too on that live that we were looking at the other day. He did mention that with the other boys. He was like, "Y'all gonna stop saying that too if you really knew what happened." I was like, "What, Lord?" I'm a seer, and when I saw the picture with him in red and those wings, the reflection that was on that door, I saw several things. Oh wow. With you because he was filming the whole time. See? She said, don't do it. You don't got to worry about me. Exactly. I really believe she took it down because of Auntie Natasha's comment. Oh, the insurance money should go to the children. They said it was taken down right after. Yeah, they did, Monica. Yes, they said right after his death, that channel was removed. When I see that lady leaning in a position that wasn't normal, I said, nope, I don't even want it. Okay. Because, baby, you be on here telling all your business, your past business, your future business, your family, friends. We don't want nothing that strong. But shout out to Polo. It's got him telling us what's really taking place. We get answers. I'm telling y'all, we get more answers with this, that he's putting out there. That's really some of the puzzle pieces coming together over the past few days. Like some of the things I kind of thought, he's actually confirmed. That part, look, no shade. As soon as I heard it, that was my first thought about the brothers. It was so creepy. Right, because when Royal D was covering it, and I even asked her, I said, D, what happened? Wait a minute. Because when I first found that out, I said, wait, two other sons? This her last son, all the boys are gone? I said, so what happened with the other cases? With the other boys? What happened to them? Right, he needed the escort. Okay, nothing to play with. That's what I wanted to know too. Who's gonna look into those cases? And what did they have insurance money? She was out at a restaurant. Yes, with Jason for his birthday. That's why, Stacy, I said it's so convenient that his name is not on that police report. Because, see, I want to know, did she tell the police that she has spoken with the sister and mom? Remember, Polo said that the picture was sent to the sister first and then the mom, and then they sent it to Jason. Okay. So why did she leave Jason out? He still had access to that picture. Oh, she gonna say, "Oh, I didn't know they sent it to him." Child, he knew what was going on. And y'all, I didn't even realize until yesterday's live that this was the second trip. They had already been to that place before. Because my question was, whose idea was it to go place? And in the first trip, they were probably scoping it out. But see, they didn't realize that white lady that saw Dro out there decorating and stuff, that was a potential witness. Okay. And I feel that whatever happened, they wanted to get away from there and do what was done so that it would not be any more potential witnesses. So until the police come out and really tell us, we need to know what took place once they left that cabin. Okay, what did that look like? Where did they go? Was there an argument? What were there other people there? What were there other people in that car? When she left, did she drop somebody off and then circle back, and come back? Why? I'm still stuck on why was the pizza thrown out the window, but the wings were still warm, allegedly, and by his feet. We still stuck there. That's so odd. Oh yes, Harmony. She had two other boys, and supposedly, allegedly, one passed away from some illness, and another one, he allegedly, I think, went into a lake running from some officers or something. Y'all, don't give me the line. That's what I say. Now, wait a second. That don't even sound right. So one of them being unalive and fell into a lake, or fell into a lake and got unalive, and one on the side of a road. Y'all, come on now. That's not sounding right. Okay. She didn't tell, baby, she told them to leave her name off. She told them that. No, because it was said that the Davis paid for the other brother funeral, the one who was allegedly running from the police. See? There you go. Mm, 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 mm. Wow. Jason was Dro's do boy. He was washing cars under eyes swole, angry, and envious. Yeah. All of the sons are gone. Yes. It seems like the real players' names isn't on the report. It's like a web they weave. Come on now, clock that. That's true. Plus, they said some young niggas followed them up there. I think it was several cars up there. A true setup for money. Polo even said check into the past. Yes, he did. He did. Yeah, I noticed that. Like he doesn't get any sleep. Yes, Brittany. I'm telling y'all, it's some weird stuff going on. I need a spreadsheet. This is too much to process at one time. Right. Okay. The next meeting is in Gainesville, February 19th. I pray the Father and Natasha attends. Oh, February 19th. I'm gonna keep up with that. Will it be at the same place, that courthouse? Rena's mom was involved in one of her son. Now wait a second. What? The man? Oh Lord, I don't know. I'm not gonna put that out there. I don't know. They need to check and see return that rental. If they return that rental, that's why she be going after Gigi so hard because they are really lovers. Oh, Lulu and Jason. Oh my gosh, y'all! So much is about to come out. So hopefully, Restream or StreamYard. I don't know what was going on with the sharing of the videos tonight because it slowed everything down. But I do want us to look at the interview, Jason's interview, thinking about some things that Polo has shared so far, and then now going back and listening to his interview. I want us to break that down too. We'll do that one on the next live, because I didn't hear that entire interview, so I want to hear more of that, because I feel like there's some discrepancies between some things he's probably said and some things that the mom has said as well, and the sister, and definitely Lulu. Okay, they gonna have to come on one accord and get their stories together, child, because it's not making sense. That man is going through something. Jason sold his soul. Oh wow. Oh, the fake twin brothers. Got you. Okay. Oh wow. I didn't even know about that. See, that's territory I ain't trying to get into. Oh my gosh, shout out to that one and Tammy for being sponsors for tonight's live. Thank you, ladies, so much. And thank you all so much for joining on today. Oh, yes, I did see that they have been saying that, even on Gigi's channel. And you know what? About that twin brother, anytime people mention that, that's what brought out Lulu with this 6-page letter she did on IG, is when people started to bring up his name more as possibly being involved. And I think that that triggered her to come out, because she said in the first time she spoke out that she wasn't coming out until the investigation was over. The investigation is not over. Okay. But y'all see that BG, has anyone seen BG? After all of that mess taking place, child, she done got up. We ain't heard nothing else from her. We ain't heard nothing else from her. She should have been listed on there as possible involved others. Okay. Jason can't sleep at night. He needs to just come clean so he can rest. Right, Brittany? We haven't seen her. Her brother might have been driving the red. Okay, I don't know. But child, after Auntie Natasha came out and said, I ain't talked to no CC, no BG, no ZZ. Child, I was done all those initials. I said, no, wait a second. Well, who are we listening to? I was like, this is some weird stuff. Like, seriously. Yeah, she cussed everybody out and left. She left, baby. She disappeared. After Auntie Natasha came out and said she ain't talked to none of these people. I said, well, who have we all been listening to? People in the chats going off on folks that we don't know. Are these some ghosts out here? Okay. Yep, exactly, Miss Lady T. Right, Harmony. Harmony said she disappeared like smoke. Child, I was like, I don't know who we were talking. Who were we talking about in chatting to in the chat and going off on? BG and CC both got ghosts. Yes, they did. Oh my God. She got paid for her lies and got ghosts. Yeah, she definitely was not playing. She wasn't playing. She was Lulu faking the funk. Y'all, and I know people said that they were different people, but I promise you, they sounded so much alike. When Gigi played the two voices, they sounded alike to me. Now, it could have been two different people, but to me, they sounded alike. Okay, shout out to Kitty K Lovely for the super chat and for being a sponsor for tonight's live. She said Renee fix ingredients. Oh wait, Renee fixed to get a Rick. Girl, I think the the chat, you know how like you have auto input fix ingredients. Okay, clock that. Thank you so much. They're twin brother and sister. Weird. The relationship, situationship. Yeah. She went ham, right? Just like smoke, baby. They were out of here. I ain't heard a CCDD, a PP, none of them. Okay. They all skied up and left. Baby Harmony, I'm telling you, that thing tickled me when I don't know if you saw when the aunt came on. It was the initials for me. She said, I don't know what's going on. I ain't talked to no CC. She said, I ain't talked to no CC, no BG, no TT. The aunt said, y'all got me messed up. Do not come on here saying I'm talking to anybody. And after she did that, child, everybody gone. We ain't even heard from Lulu. Okay, she ain't even been in the chat going off. When BG started cussing, it was giving Lulu. Yes, that's what I was thinking. But people were saying, they're two different people. I believe they were the same people. That was the one that lives in Lulu's head. Okay, gotcha, Kitty K. Plus, word is Rent is doing bad, but not bad enough to get your sons gone. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, it seemed like BG transformed into a demon instantly. Yeah, she went off. Child, ooh, let's not speak too much because they learn to pop back out. Child, they ain't been in Gigi chat, cutting up or nothing. I don't know if they got blocked or what, but that I ain't never seen nobody sky up that fast. Oh my goodness, baby! If that's all it took, I need the aunt to pop off a little more on some people. She might need to come to the other sector and say something, okay? Because baby, that shut all that down. I heard the daughter is in financial trouble from Polo's page. Oh, really? I didn't see that. Wow, these people are hurt. All Lulu had to do was keep it real. Exactly. Exactly. But see, you can't keep it real when you might be involved in something like this. Nobody is going to willingly admit to being involved in something like this if there's something to be involved in. Okay. Girl, that thing tickled me. She said, I saw it. I was like, who was she talking about? Girl, I'm telling you. That pretty soft voice went straight out the window in 2 seconds. Yes. She started cussing everybody out. I said, what? Well, what? I'm clutching my invisible pearls. Like, oh, I thought you were using. See, the thing of it is, whoever that person was, that BG person, the only thing with her, she wasn't disrespectful because I did talk to her on Dee's panel, asked a couple of questions. She wasn't disrespectful. I just felt like, well, to me, sometimes it just seemed like she was gaslighting, and I don't like that. When people try to gaslight folks, I don't like that. So I just kind of picked up on that. But then, baby, mm-mm-mm. Yeah, she shut that down. Okay, all of them have left the building. All of them. You know what? And guess what? They didn't even go to the courthouse with the mom. Okay. You mean to tell me Lulu was not at the courthouse with the mom? You could go meet her at the funeral home, but you couldn't go to the courthouse to get justice for Dro? Oh, because you said that by people saying justice for Dro, that was kind of being a weapon against you. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So you can't go out there and say justice for Dro because you don't think you want to stop and leave. That was just an accident. If you go and say justice for Dro, then that means that an investigation needs to happen. And you don't want that to happen. Okay, I got it. I think Jason busted Dro's head. He never left from up there. They planned it for a while. And you know what, Miss Lady T, to be honest, because I did not know about multiple trips there, I believe it has allegedly, this is my opinion, been a plan in motion for a while. Yes, everything being set up, even to the point of putting her on the account, the insurance, okay, all of that. Yes. She was acting like she was auditioning for the next time. Not the next Tyler Perry movie. Because the mom didn't tell the other side of the family about it. No, she didn't. Right, Tammy? Wow, that's crazy. And you know, yep, that's the thing. They didn't expect for this to keep going like this. That, yeah, I can see that. Wow. Well, y'all, I'm not going to hold y'all tonight. Thank y'all so, so much for tapping in. You thought Looney was a suspect too? Wow. I think so too, Tammy. It's so sad. But we're gonna come back. I'm trying to come back tomorrow. And let's get into that interview some more. Yeah, especially, but y'all, and that was a question that I was going to pose as well on one of my lives is Polo said that Jason was allegedly one of the ops. And my thing is it possible to be someone that was once your op? Or do y'all think when he was his op that Lulu was sent? I want y'all to let that marinate for a little bit. Do you think, and we'll get more into that she was actually sent? Not, although they've been together for some time, okay? Sent for this particular point and reason, or someone got into her head at some point during their relationship. I should say, probably during the relationship, not from the beginning, but during the relationship to be a part of something like this. I'm just curious what y'all think. Praying you keep your mind clear and heart light. To go from Ramika to this case is a lot. I pray the Lord keeps you protected from spiritual warfare. Thank you, Sienna. And I receive that. You're so right. Oh my gosh, you're so right. And that's why I take breaks. That's why I also keep God at the center of my channel. If y'all come back on Thursdays and Sundays, we're here for Encouraging Word Thursdays, and then open book morning worship on Sundays. Okay, because child, it's a lot involved in both of these cases. Right. Why did she withdraw it? Right. Yeah, she didn't tell no on purpose. You too, Tammy. Open book, that's something to think about. Yes. Okay, Latte said, yep. Yes, yes, he was an op and she was sent. Big Facts been saying this. Wow. I was just wondering, y'all, after I heard that, it's possible to gain his yes, Latte, clock it. That's true. That's true. Forgiveness is powerful. Good night, Becca. Thank you for tapping in, sis. It's some bad women in Florida. Lulu was a fixer up. Oh, wow. 10 years together. She was a side chick at the beginning. Right. That's what the unseen. Okay. Talking about you being promoted from side chick. Dang. Let's see. Femi Polo. FME, then Polo. You right. So correct, OB. That's it. Plus, you doing magic on him. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, Catherine. Wow. Well, y'all, this has been something. See, my mind now I have to process that. When I'm thinking about just different things, I have to process that. Wow. But I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful night. Make sure y'all tap that like button. It is for free. Also, special thanks to the sponsors. And if you would like to sponsor the live, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat. My Cash App is scrolling, or buy a coffee. And Latte, I think, has that coffee link where you can purchase however many coffees you like. Let's see, it wasn't 10 years, I think 3 to 4. Oh, that they were serious together? Okay, got you. Maybe they were just like kind of knew each other casual or something. I don't know for sure on that part. But thank y'all so much. And shout out to the content creators that came through tonight. Thank you, ladies, so much. And I love you all. And I hope y'all have a great, great night. Until next time, be blessed. Bye bye.